The most important thing in crypto is taking profits. You don't want to be sitting on insane gains, making millions in crypto, potentially millions in crypto, which many people do, and then just lose it all. Please beware that if you don't take profits, you're gonna blame yourself for the rest of your life. It is frustrating when you miss out on an investment opportunity. It is frustrating not to buy Bitcoin before it pumps, before it reaches all-time high. It's frustrating not to buy some kind of altcoin before it goes to all-time high. But I can assure you that it is just as frustrating to not take profit and to see your investment decline by 90, by 80%. Which is unfortunately what we saw during 2017 and 18 crypto bubble. As you all know, we did see a lot of growth in the crypto markets, and it all collapsed overnight. If you measure this move right here, you clearly see that it is minus 88%. The total crypto market cap, basically the value of the entire crypto market, declined by 88% in just one single year. Imagine you have all your gains, imagine you have your portfolio that you have invested in crypto, and imagine it losing 88%. How would that feel? You have to get prepared, and also you need to take profits to avoid this. At the same time, you cannot take profit too early. And we're gonna discuss exactly how you can balance this equation, because many people unfortunately took profits here, they took profits here, they sold everything here, and it was too early, because from here we increased by 1000%. This is, by the way, logarithmic scale. That's why this it looks like this is halfway, but this is logarithmic scale. So from here up to here is 1000%. It is basically more than 10x. So this is very important. You don't want to take profits too early either. So what is the strategy? How can you ensure that you walk away with the biggest bag possible, with the biggest return possible, without selling too early and without holding the bags minus 80, minus 90%. So let me tell you about my strategy. My plan, how I'm intending to walk away from this market with the biggest return possible, without selling too early, without selling too late. There are a few assumptions we have to make. The first assumption is that we don't know how high the market will go. You never know when the price goes, let's say like this, it goes up and up and up, and sometimes it goes down. You never know whether this is the peak. Imagine you see a chart like this. Is this the peak? You don't know. I don't know. So you never know where the peak will be. You might be thinking that the price has now topped out because it goes down a lot, but the price will just continue going up, and it will do another 1000% from here. You see this in crypto all the time, where, for example, Bitcoin goes down by 30-40% just to continue performing extremely well. Just recently, you see here, we dropped by almost 30%, and then we just continued. When you look at 2013, 2017, 2015, all the previous cycles, and especially here in 2017, you clearly see also many drops of 40%. And then we just continue and we do another 10x from here. You can never expect to know when the market tops. Here's another drop, 30%. And then we just continue and the market rips higher, higher and higher. You never actually know when the top is. And the same is on the way down. Imagine witnessing the price do something like this. Imagine you don't know what's gonna happen next, and you see this drop in Bitcoin of 30% again, approximately 30%. Do you take profit here? Are you still invested? Because it could be just a small pullback before we rip higher. You don't know that. But in this case, it was the peak. In this case, it was basically the top, and yeah, we went down. So the first assumption you need to make is that you don't know where the top is gonna be. So what do you make out of it? It's very important to take profits on the way up and on the way down. You have to admit to yourself and be okay with the fact that you will never sell everything at the peak. Nobody does it, because nobody knows where the peak is. People who try to sell at the peak, normally they sell somewhere here. They think that this is the peak. They sell everything and then we do another 10x. They sell here, they sell everything, we do another 50x. So this is a bad strategy. You don't want to sell everything at the peak. You don't know where the peak is. Instead, we need to take profits all the way up and on the way down to some extent. So whenever you have a nice gain, let's say that you've made your 200% in crypto, you've made your maybe 1000% in crypto, Bitcoin just did a 10x. I mean, it went from 3,000 to 30,000 to 40,000. It was absolutely insane. You look at March 2020, Bitcoin was 3.5, 3.7K. Today, 38,000. And it was at 42. Who knows what Bitcoin will be in a few months? Maybe it will be 100K. Who knows? So if you've made nice profits, at least what I would be doing is taking out initial investment. Take out whatever you put in. That's the first thing I would do if I've already made 200%, 500%. That's very important because nobody has ever gone bankrupt from taking profits. You already have a nice profit. Don't be greedy. I would take it. I would personally take it. And then keep most of the capital still invested. If it does another 100%, take out again. Take out, let's say, 20% again. So you're all the way taking small profits on the way up. And when it starts going down, here is where you also take profits. Let's say it drops by 25%. You start taking significant profit. It drops by another 25%. You start taking significant profit. And maybe here is where, if it altogether dropped 50%, maybe you pick up the ball and you go home. You sell everything. But it's very important for me to sell on the way down. The reason is because crypto moves very, very fast. It can move several 100% in just a week. So if I sell a week too early, let's say that I think that this is the top and I exit everything, I sell everything here, we might do another 500% from here. So this is why I'm okay if this goes down, let's say 30%, because I'm still gonna sell higher if I sold everything here because I thought that this was the top. But I have a threshold. If it drops by more than 50% on the way down, I'm out. I'm taking everything, I'm out. I'm out for this bull market. Of course, it could just continue to the upside, but you need to have your probabilities analyzed. So to me, if it drops more than 50%, chances are it's the end. It's the end of the bull market. You have to cash out. And so this is what I would be doing personally. And especially with altcoins. With altcoins, you have to be even more aggressive, taking profits. So having a profit-taking strategy is the most important thing with crypto, because it goes up a lot and it goes down a lot as well. It's very volatile. It's extremely volatile. And if you've been through a few bear markets like I have, you know that you don't want to experience it. You don't want to experience them again and again and again. So just understand that. You never know where the top is. You're never gonna sell everything at the peak. So instead, on the way up and on the way down. The reason why I want to make this video also is because I keep referencing this over and over again. So I just want it as a separate video. And of course, the best strategy long-term, if you are a true believer in Bitcoin and you want to accumulate more Bitcoin, you have to understand that probably we will see another bear market, probably. And in order to have as many Bitcoin as possible, let's say in 10 years, in 15 years, you want to have as many Bitcoin as possible, you need to generate income. So that's why during the bear market, you could buy real estate, you could buy some kind of other cash flow positive asset that gives you income that you can accumulate more and more Bitcoin with, if that's your long-term strategy. So guys, I hope you enjoyed it. I hope you now know a bit more about how the market behaves, and I hope you will walk away with a nice, juicy profit from this bull market without losing 80% and without selling too early and missing out on insane gains. And if you like this kind of content and you want more of this kind of content, you like, you subscribe, you click the bell button and you share. Share the video if this is valuable content to you, you help our channel and you spread this education further.